Welcome to PriceIsKing.com, guys. We are talking about NQ today. What happened? What's going on in the past couple of days? Let's take a look, see where things are. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe. I know most of you guys are just watching and not subscribing, so make sure you hit that subscribe button and get notification for more updates on futures, stocks, and other cryptos. So let's take a look at NQ, see what's going on. Make sure you check out the risk disclosure. Anything that you hear on this channel is for educational purposes only. I'm not a financial advisor. Make sure you reach out to your financial advisor for any recommendations. This is just for strictly education. Let's get into NQ, see where things are. As you can see, we gradually went up over the last couple of months into last year, I would say. And as you can see, this is a daily chart going back to many months ago, right? And you can see that over the course, it has gone up, right? There was a big dip right over here, and then scroll up. This was right around the summer, give or take time frame. Then you had the election cycle right around here where skyrocketed, and then after the election went up, gradually went up, and then you had inflation reports and whatnot, right? A lot of things going down, and then you kind of saw all these lower highs that are forming slowly. Okay, so now where do we go? What's going on, right? What do you see? I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on. You got the fires in California. You got Trump taking office in a couple of days actually, and then you got inflation still out there. You got all those job reports, PPI and CPI, all this data, a lot of stuff. But what does the chart show? Right? As you can see, you got lower highs already. Will this form a new lower high, or will this green candle continue to make it and break these lower lows that have been forming, right? Lower highs that have been forming. That's all what's going to be happening, right? But look what happened, right? This is our RAM indicator. You can see that it went above the RAM indicator. You had a lot of these long candles right below that. The lower Bollinger Band held it in. Okay, so that kind of gives you an indication that, okay, you know what? Bulls seem to be in control right now, and they can actually take this up. And the next leg right here is the mid Bollinger Band, right? And that's what it's going to be striving towards, right? It hasn't gone there yet, but that's what it's going towards, right? You're looking at the 533, the 21,533 on the NQ, and that's where it's going to be headed next, right? On the way up. Now, what we have to see and wait is whether or not this mid band is going to be resisted, or is it going to break right through? That's what we have to look for. Okay, so if you're playing the next few days, you are looking at this area right around here to see how the price behaves and where it's going to go. So one of the other things that you want to look at right over here on the MACD is that it's ready to cross and move towards upward, right? It's trying to go upward right about here. And so you want to be mindful that the next few days, it's definitely going to look for trying to go make highs. And that's where we're gravitating towards. Okay. Volume has been picking up, and you can see, like if you're looking at volumes right around here, when it kind of went down around August time frame, you see the volume was pretty high up there. You got these green candles right here on the volume bar. There's a lot of buying activity, and it's going to continue that route, right? So this is what's happening. One of the factors that you want to look at is RAM indicator. It's closing. It's going to close above the RAM indicator today, and it, within the next few minutes. Then what that happens, there's going to be some, profit taking, and it might come back a little bit down, and you're going to see that the RAM indicator is going to try to hold it in and become support. And you may have like a red candle here, and then it's going to try to blow this mid-band out. And if that happens, then we're going back up to the upper. Okay, so that's what's happening on the NQ. Let's see what's going on the ES. All right, so this is, again, daily chart. I'm taking a step back, making sure that you're looking at the whole picture, not just something that's happening within the next 5 minutes. We're looking at the next few days, next few weeks, what's going to actually happen, right? So again, same kind of picture that you see. It's gradually going up, and then you get this big splat right around here, which kind of said, hey, all right, now it's starting to print lower highs and continue to print lower highs. So now over here, we have to watch for out. On the ES case, we have a situation where, let me see if I can zoom this in. We have a situation where the mid-band is being touched and it's trying to hold it. Okay, so this is the Bollinger mid-band. It's trying to close above the rim, which is going to happen. However, it's also touched the mid-band on the ES, right? No, whether or not this is going to be resistant and it's going to try to make a resistance point there and hold it in, that's wait to be seen in the next few days, right? Remember, Trump is taking office in the next few days. There's going to be a lot of decisions that he's going to be making that's going to drive not just the markets, but also the crypto markets, right? And so you need to be mindful of where things are. And so when you're buying and looking at these different entry points, you want to make sure you have your risk in place and be mindful of it, right? So you do have these long wicks on the monitor, right? You see these long wicks. The lower Bollinger Band held it in. As it held it in and went to the mid-band, it's trying to break the mid-band right over here, and then the RAM indicator is being supported. The next few days, we have to watch this area. There may be a there may be a red day tomorrow. Maybe some profit taking. That's profit taking, okay? When you see one of these big candles, you're eventually going to see some slowdown, and then there's going to be some profit taking, and then it's going to continue back up. And a prime example is right over here. You got this big Greek candle. There's going to be some slowdown. This slowdown right here, basically saying, okay, maybe some exhaustion. You got some, and then boom, mid-band. It touched the mid-band right around here, and then it continues right up to the upper band. Right. So now the only difference on this area is that you've gotten this lower high print, right? And so you want to be mindful now, and you have this area where another low high could be printed. And if that happens, and if the next few days it doesn't break up, that means we're going to be looking at a leg down. Okay. However, right now, like I said, you see this MACD, it's pointing towards up, and you got some green candles on the volume. A lot of buying activity. The bulls are still in control. You have, 88% buyers, right? You got a lot of, bulls that are trying to take this up, continue to take it up, and they see an opportunity, and they may take it up. Let's see what's going on the what? Sorry. Okay. So YM, remove my fibs, and as you can see, zoom in, obviously, like if you look at the big picture, it's scrolling going up, but then you got lower highs, right? Lower high right here, lower right eye here, and then now it's trying to break, right? It's already broken the mid-band. It's trying to stay above the RAM indicator, and it's going to try to close above the random indicator. We got at 700 points today, right? It was on fire. Buyers are in control. You want to continue to take this up. There's going to be some breathing room. So when you see breathing room, you're going to see a couple of red candles. And if the buyers continue to press, it's going to continue and drive itself back up to the upper band, which is 44,093. Right? And what it's going to try to do is going to try to break this right here, which is a 43,744. When it tries to break this, this area right here, that means the bulls are going to try to take it up. Okay, so as long as that resistance point, that's pretty much a resistance point right there. So you want to be mindful of that. So then the next resistance points, you got it right here, 967, and then the upper band right here, 9.3, and then, you know, the next leg up. But this all depends on how the, you know, bulls, if they can actually take it up and continue to push. Let me know what your thoughts are. These are the 3 instruments on the future that are tradable. And this is what I trade. There's a lot of stocks that I have in for a 401k and RRAs. I'll make another video for that. So check that out right here. And make sure to even subscribe and comment if you want me to, you know, doing a quick analysis on any other instrument. Thanks for watching. Price is King. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe.